Hello everyone, welcome to Cash and Code, where we break down finance, fintech, and investing in a way that actually makes sense and does not put you to sleep. In today's video, we're diving into two super valuable skills, learning how to pitch a stock like a pro and coding a financial model in Java. Our case study, Devon Energy, a major oil and gas company. So a little bit about myself first. My name is Aditi Manjunath, and I'm a first-year student at Rutgers University studying in finance and computer science, and I'm here as a founder of Cash and Code. Here at Cash and Code, we focus on making finance fun, accessible, and interactive, especially for Gen Z investors like you and me. Whether you're interested about learning about investing, stock markets, or even coding for finance, this is the place to be. So, today we'll be focusing on a small introduction, the stock pick basics, Devon Energy, an investment thesis, the financial modeling with Java, and a quick overview towards the end. So, let's see whether Devon Energy is a strong buy or a risky bet, and how we can use Java to help us analyze stocks. Let's go. So this is Devon Energy, an oil and gas company. So, they are an independent oil and gas producer in the US, and they matter because they produce over 325,000 barrels of oil per day and operate in high-value shale basins like Delaware and Wisconsin. So this is a stock pitch that I created about Devon, but let's talk a little bit about the stock pitch basics first. Stock pitching is a structured presentation that explains why a stock is a buy, a sell, or a hold. And a good stock pitch has the following key components. First, a company overview, a brief background on the company, what they do, industry, competitive positioning, all of that good stuff. The investment thesis talks about the buying and the selling, 3 to 4 key reasons why the stock is a good investment or why it should be avoided. So here we'll talk about things like growth potential, financial strength, industry trends, and unique advantages from the specific company. So here in our stock pitch, we can use real-world trends to support the argument. For example, high rising oil prices for a stock like Devon. The next thing we should include is financial analysis and evaluation. There are a lot of different valuation metrics, like the P to E ratio, the EBITDA, the free cash flow, and the revenue growth margins. So this will allow us to determine whether a stock is undervalued or overpriced compared to its competitors. Next, because we're pitching a stock, we have to really give good reasons for why we believe this is a good buy or a sell. So here we'll talk about risk and mitigation strategies. What are the biggest risks for the stock? The market conditions, regulatory concerns, competition, all these various aspects, and how the company is able to mitigate these risks in the company. And then we'll finally end off with the conclusion. Why Devon is a buy, a sell, or a hold. What's the price target and expected return. So when you're making your stock pitches, make sure to keep it clear and concise, have strong data and evidence, and a logical flow, making sure that it's engaging and persuasive throughout. So let's take a look at Devon over here. So as you can see, we start off with the stock summary and recommendation with all the different metrics, as well as graphs and charts to help really explain whether it's a long purchase. Here we have a little bit of the company overview and some information. Next, some industry analysis and market trends, like the current market dynamics with the shale production or the demand for natural gas, as well as the overall 2025 market trends. Next, we can go into investment thesis, so key drivers of why we believe this is a good investment. Next, we talk about Devon's specific competitive positioning. So for example, we talk about a SWOT analysis or their comparative advantage compared to other companies and competitors in the US. So here we'll talk about things like market share and other financial disciplines that will allow us to hedge these strategies. Next, we have catalysts. So here we can talk about other things that will really shift the price of Devon stock. So that could be rebounding oil prices or growing oil production, as well as service costs. Then with the evaluation, we talk about all the specific financial metrics that I mentioned before, like the revenue, EBITDA, operating margin, and etc. Next, here are the risks and the mitigation factors, like commodity price volatility, regulatory and environmental risks, or even operational risks, as well as geopolitical and macroeconomic factors. Then we talk about ESG considerations and how it really impacts the environmental, social, and governmental state of the stock market. So, this is just a quick example of how Devon stock works, but let's move on to something even more interesting, financial modeling with Java. So we can actually use Java to understand financial basics, and it really helps investors to analyze and predict a company's future performance. In Java, we can build simple programs to help understand key evaluation metrics. So some examples, like I mentioned before, we can actually model this in a Java program. So here is a basic Java program that calculates EPS, P to E ratio, and fair stock value using user inputs. Let's take a look. So this is the file in the VS Code, and I've created it using a public class Devon evaluation. So here are some things that we can do. So let's run the program. As you can see, we can enter Devon's EPS earnings per share. Let's just do a quick example and we'll do $10. Then we can enter Devon's P to E ratio. Let's make it a good $5. And as you can see, it'll give us the overall product of the P to E and EPS value. So as you can see, this would be really useful in allowing us to understand financial modeling overall for companies and businesses. And this is a really good tool to help you predict the financial analysis and whether or not you should invest. So as you can see, these two skills come together and how we can really use key financial metrics to model all these evaluations and charts in Java. So if you want to be rich and you want to know everything there is about the stock market, there is actually so much that you can do. Whether Devon's a buy or a sell, and based on our stock pitch and Java model, it looks like it's undervalued with a strong cash flow. Overall, we can see that it's really important that we're able to understand these models. So if you found this video helpful, drop a comment on what stock we should analyze next, and check out Cash and Code for more finance and coding tutorials. Like, share, and subscribe for more investing and fintech content, and see you in the next one. Bye everyone.